This whole thing weighs about 600 pounds, and this is actually a maglev hover engine, an electric motor that spins and it produces lift and drag. That's basically allowed this pod to levitate. As one of the top competing teams in the Hyperloop competition, UCSB was allowed to go to SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California, and display our pod to SpaceX engineers and compete against other teams from all around the world. It's been really fun to meet people that are excited about some of the same things I am. Not only is it really inspiring academically, but also it's a really great social environment for me. I've worked with many professors over the last year in Hyperloop in my research.
So what we normally do is we set up what are called interlocks.
Professor Incandela has really taken the time to teach me about what they're doing in the lab and bring me up to pace so that I can actually contribute in a meaningful way.
What we're going to have you do is look at these modules, get them into the atmospheric chamber. Students really surprise you in ways you don't expect. So I often meet students, and if they're interested in doing research with me, I never turn them away. We need you and your ability to manage the controls. This university is a Tier 1 university. It's one of the top research universities in the world. We're ranked very highly in many areas. And our students go on to make major contributions, either going on to graduate school, going on to do research, or going into industry.
I have had the pleasure of doing 3 research projects since I've been here at UC Santa Barbara. They've all been amazing.
Systems of punishment.
The undergraduates are outstanding. They're helped drive our research mission. The students have a great opportunity to meet leaders in the field of research.
I'm very proud of going to an R1 university, and so to have been able to meet so many different faculty and work closely with them, that has been a big part of my leadership and my experience as a student too.
There's a whole other aspect of consumer interest that has to do with safety. Right.
We encourage an interdisciplinary approach at UCSB because we feel this is the best way to create citizens of the world.
Cuando cambiamos de secuencia,
Interdisciplinary approaches mean that students can hit the ground running when they leave the university. Employers find this very attractive. Students find themselves full of much more confidence than they might have had otherwise. And generally, their parents too are happier.
I have never studied for a test alone here at UCSB, and I think that's because we have such a collaborative environment. College is hard, and UCSB has very high expectations of our students, but that doesn't mean that it's a competitive atmosphere. Everyone here is so smart and so dedicated and wants to succeed, but they also want each other to succeed.
when I first transferred to UCSB, it was a little difficult, but I found that the people here were pretty nice, and it was pretty easy to get a study group going.
So this is the density matrix, and we like to keep the entropy, which is
I like studying physics because I can look at science through a mathematical lens. This allows me to look at crazy phenomenon like quantum mechanics.
Wavelength of I minus.
My study group gets together and uses some facilities, such as the Mediascape, where we can upload to a big screen and analyze some of the code.
Power foreign companies that produce outside of the US. And I am a political science and philosophy double major. And with that, I got the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. this summer. And I got to work at a law firm in the center of D.C. on K Street.
At the end of trial today, we will ask that you return a verdict of guilty.
I want to go to law school, and I found that coming to UCSB, there were countless opportunities because there's no other colleges within the area that have the type of resources that UCSB does. And also, since we are 90% undergrad, we have this opportunity for our undergraduates to work in law firms in the community, have internships, work with professors one-on-one.
We have like events every week of this month.
The leadership roles that I've had here at UCSB have been some of my most rewarding experiences. There are so many opportunities at UCSB. It's a beautiful place where you can experience so many different things, whether you like sports, whether you're outdoorsy, or whether you really just want to dig into something that you're interested in.
You're listening to KCSB FM.
So there's really a lot to do here at UCSB. I've met countless people that share the exact same enthusiasm for the sport that I do.
out all the way up from the hips. Yes.
When I first moved here from Northern California, I was really nervous and scared for my new life here at UCSB. But within the first year, I was able to meet a lot of new friends, and I also joined a Latina sorority. My sorority is Sigma Omega Nu, and we hold monthly cultural potlucks out by the Manzanita Beach. These potlucks are for us sisters to kind of spend some time.
We're definitely building a community and a family on this campus that will influence the world and ages to come.
When I came on campus and actually got to tour UCSB, that's when I knew that I wanted to go to this university. Not only did I get to see the world-class laboratories and facilities that UCSB has to offer, but I also got to see the ocean. And I got to see smiling, happy students that were taking advantage of these amazing academic opportunities.
When I got off the bus, and I knew that I was in paradise. The feel of the campus was beautiful, and at that point I was sold. It was love at first sight. I didn't want to look at another school.
When I look at my future after UCSB, I'm very optimistic. I'm prepared inside and outside of the classroom.
UCSB has a place for you.
I found a home here and I have a family here.
It's pretty great.
Oh, I love UCSB.